Hello, my name is Miki, and today I will be presenting about anti-speculation housing policy, specifically looking at Barcelona's right to housing plan for 2016 to 2025. In the words of Leilani Farha, former UN Special Rapporteur on the right to adequate housing, quote, "There's a huge difference between housing as a commodity and gold as a commodity. Gold is not a human right, housing is," unquote. However, today, housing is increasingly seen by global investors as just as valuable of a commodity as gold to buy and sell, with the head of one New York real estate brokerage describing luxury real estate as the world's new currency. This describes the phenomenon of housing financialization or commodification, an issue faced by cities worldwide, and specifically the phenomenon of housing speculation, whereby properties are bought, sold, built, and renovated as a commodity on the basis of market conditions, rather than for the provision of affordable and quality housing for people. As a result, people are no longer able to pay rent, they're priced out of gentrified neighborhoods, and can even go homeless while expensive housing units sit vacant. In other words, housing speculation is unethical, unjust, and profit-centered rather than people-centered. Many cities, from Vancouver to Tehran, have adopted a speculation tax or flipping tax in order to address the issue of housing speculation. These consist of a tax on the capital gains made by the sale of a property within a certain period of time after its purchase. This is under the assumption that a property sold in less than one or a few years was, quote, flipped or renovated with the purpose of reselling at a higher value, rather than actually lived in. This serves the purposes of deterring speculation, while at the same time generating revenue for municipalities. However, it has several limitations. First, this approach targets individual landowners and real estate companies without addressing the larger environment, which makes housing speculation so profitable. Second, it provides a lack of alternatives for sellers who realistically are still going to seek a profit off of the sale of their properties. And third, it may not deter speculation when profitability is still high even after taxation. This will be the case especially for the large housing and real estate companies that engage in speculation the most. So, what would a more comprehensive solution look like? First, it would have to be ethical, ensuring adequate housing for all residents of the city. It would have to be just, preventing the unjust displacement of people from their homes and neighborhoods due to rising prices. And it would have to be people-centered, treating housing as a place for people to live, not a place to make profit. This brings me to Barcelona's right to housing plan for 2016 to 2025 as an example of a way that one city is curbing housing speculation. It involves a collaboration between the municipal housing agency, private landlords, cooperative housing, and the non- and limited profit sector. In order to curb speculation, the plan first gives grants for renovations of old properties to increase safety, durability, and accessibility for people like the elderly and disabled, with 5-year contracts prohibiting rent spikes and preventing gentrification in the areas where these grants have been given. It pays rent to property owners if tenants are unable to pay, and provides affordable insurance, incentivizing owners to keep their properties and keep their tenants in place. It mediates conflict and provides legal support to owners and tenants. And lastly, it gives financial and tax incentives for owners who wish to relinquish their properties to the municipal government, thereby increasing the municipal housing stock. All this serves to help tenants remain in their properties, de-incentivizes owners from selling their properties to large developers, and encourages owners to sell or relinquish management to the city if they do wish to get rid of their properties. Thus, it ensures that homes are for people to live in and to stay in, making housing in Barcelona more ethical, just, and people-centered. As for its impact, as of 2022, it has increased grants with priority for vulnerable populations, increasing the accessibility of over 2,000 homes. There's been the passage of an act that broadened responsibilities of large property owners to their tenants, and over 200 privately owned dwellings have been acquired into the municipal housing stock. The full results of this plan will have to be reviewed after it comes to a close in 2025, but It has already served the people of Barcelona and is an exciting model for other cities to follow. The potentials of increased public oversight over privately owned housing should be explored by more cities in the future. Thank you.